is Natalia Yanchak, and I play keyboards in the Deers.
My name is Murray, and I play guitar and sing in the Deers.
You know, a lot of bands that I speak with consider themselves either more of a touring band or more of a recording band, or maybe they fall somewhere in between. What do you guys feel your real strength is, or is it a mix of both? Do you get something more out of playing live? How do you feel about that relationship?
I think we're definitely a bit of both. And I think when we were making Gang of Losers, one of our goals was to be able to, like, reproduce it live in a true way, you know, without deviating too much from what we recorded. I think when we made No Cities Left, and then we were like, okay, now let's perform these songs, we realized we probably needed like maybe 4 more people on stage. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I definitely think that the recordings and the shows have their own, you know, spirit, and they're equally important for us.
I find the studio for me is like a craving, you know, that I have. Like, oh, I want a chocolate bar. You know, like, oh, I feel like being in the studio right now for like a month and just like, you know, sketching out some stuff, you know. But most of the time I enjoy the live show, you know.
Is there anything you guys that you feel like you're trying to achieve with your music?
World peace.
Yeah, that's a little too easy though.
Yeah, it is easy. I think actually, you know, that's the thing about, you know, the Deers is that, you know, there isn't really anything to achieve. It just is. It's like anything else that exists, you know, like a tree, you know, and its purpose, and, you know, a tree doesn't really have goals, right, you know, and I think the Deers are like one of those natural sort of things that exists that, you know, shit happens around it, shit happens to it, shit happens from it, but it's not really something that isn't a, you know, a sort of goal-oriented.
One thing I was wondering too, the dynamic of working as a husband and wife, how does that affect things? Do you find that it's ever a detriment? Does it ever make it difficult? I know I'm married and sometimes I need a little bit of space. Obviously this doesn't allow for that. How does that play itself up for you?
I think for me that's just always how it's been, you know, and I love my husband, and I couldn't do it without him, you know, and it's a bit, you know, it sounds cheesy, but I mean, I just wish I could, you know, I just want to be with him all the time.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of one of those type of situations where, like, sort of meant to be thing where, like, if we're not doing this together, we're, you know, going to Costco together, and we spend all of our time together.
There seems to be, I mean, just listening to the single and whatnot, there seems to be some commentary in race. I mean, it would be kind of hard to deny that. I'm curious, is there something you're really trying to get across? Is there a point? Is there a message to that? Or is it just coming from you in a creative way, really?
Well, I mean, I suppose, because the thing is that I you know, as the writer for the songs and stuff, you know, I write from a personal perspective, and I just, you know, although on the surface it might seem, you know, that the song is about this and that song's about that, it's meant to be more inclusive than that, you know, and like a parable, like in the Bible and stuff, you know. So that's really the idea.